The society that we are accustomed with has changed in the distant future. Rich people now reside in enormous villas and enjoy all of life's luxuries, while the poor are confined to extremely high-tech but small facilities. The poor must complete exercise routines to earn a type of money called merits, which they can use to purchase all of life's essentials, including food, entertainment, and so on. People now reside in small rooms with screens where they can watch movies or even play video games, but with a price. Bing Madsen is a cyclist in a highly computerized facility, confined 24/7, who has amassed a whopping 15 million merits in his account. His simple life consists of cycling, listening to music, playing video games, and watching landscapes. However, the screens throughout the facility also play adult advertisements, which can only be skipped for a fee. Despite the oppressive atmosphere, there is a ray of hope for those with enough money to purchase a golden ticket. This ticket allows them to participate in the Hotshot talent show, where the winner can escape the facility and live a luxurious life outside. Bing's neighbor, Sophia, is another cyclist who has a crush on him. She often practices violin while cycling and tries to initiate a conversation with Bing, but he usually just thanks her and walks away. One day, when Bing is trying to retrieve an apple from the vending machine, Sophia springs into action and shows him how to do it. She then tries to talk to him again, but the alarms inside his room start blaring as an advertisement for the Hotshot talent show pops up. Annoyed, Bing closes his eyes, but it's no use, one cannot ignore the advertisements. Despite all these features, life inside the facility remains boring, and the only way out of it is to try their luck in the talent show. Bing is instantly smitten by Abby Khan's beauty when he notices her at his workplace, and he longs to find a way to chat with her. One day, while in the bathroom, Bing hears Abby singing beautifully and tries to compliment her, but his awkward social skills get in the way. His moment is then ruined when an adult advertisement pops up. Abby then sits in the opposite row from Bing and makes an origami out of a food wrapper, but a cleaner takes it away, revealing that loitering is not allowed in the facility. Bing stares at Abby all day, and even at night he can't stop thinking about her. He sings the song she was humming in the bathroom and then sees an ad for the talent show Hotshot, giving him an idea. The next morning at work, Bing approaches Abby, who is also having problems with the vending machine. He offers to help her, using his Samaritan skills to make the machine go away in the morning, in the hopes that it will give him a chance to chat with her. Bing teaches Abby how to retrieve stuck food items from the machine and starts a conversation, despite feeling nervous. He soon impresses Abby when he remembers the exact line she had used on him a few days prior. Abby reveals that she just turned 21, the minimum age to work, and that she wanted to go to the same facility as her sister, but it was already full. Taking the opportunity, Bing brings up the time he heard her singing in the bathroom and compliments her beautiful voice. Abby plays it down, but Bing encourages her to audition for Hotshot, offering to pay the 12 million merits entry fee on her behalf. He reveals that he inherited the merits after his brother, Pat, passed away last year. He explains that he doesn't care for materialistic things and would rather see something real, like Abby's talent, get popular. Abby refuses, but Bing promises to be by her side, so she agrees. That night, Bing finds out that the rate for the golden ticket has increased to a whopping 15 million merits, almost all of which he has. He buys the ticket, determined to make Abby excited, and sends it to her. Early the next morning, Abby and Bing skip work and head to the location of the Hotshot auditions. While in the elevator, Abby gives Bing a penguin origami as a thank you gift, explaining that it can be easily hidden. Seeing how nervous Abby is, Bing holds her hand to calm her down. Once they reach the audition set, Abby is allowed to enter with her ticket, but Bing has to be verified first. He is given a painful temporary tattoo on his hand that registers him as Abby's friend. When they enter the room, it is filled with other auditioners practicing their respective talents. Some are singing, some are dancing, and some are simply talking. It is revealed that many of these auditioners have been waiting for almost a week, but to everyone's surprise, Abby is called up almost immediately due to her beautiful looks. Some of the auditioners demand justice, but the bouncer simply tells them he is following orders. Abby is then asked to face the camera and record a short promotional line. "I want to be famous." She is then hurried backstage, where a staff member hands her a drink called Compliance. Despite her reluctance, Abby takes a few sips to calm her nerves and takes to the stage to perform her act. Bing watches her excitedly from backstage, while the three judges Hope, the fashion diva Charity, and Wraith, who is in charge of adult content in the country, observe her. Due to her extreme nervousness, Abby is unable to properly introduce herself, but Hope encourages her to just perform. Wraith, however, insists that she reveal her body. Ignoring him, Abby sings a perfect rendition of Anyone Who Knows What Love Is. The judges, as well as the digital avatars witnessing the live performance, are astounded by her singing, but Hope explains that while it is the best performance they've had all year, it is only good, not great. The quota for singers is already full, and only an extraordinary performance can make the cut. Abby then reveals her extraordinary talent, her body, which the entire country is desperate to see. Hope adds that Abby would become a superstar if she agrees to join Wraith's adult company. When Abby is pressured by the judges, the crowd, and Bing to accept a lavish life in exchange for acting in adult films, Abby reluctantly says yes, with tears in her eyes. Bing, who has been watching from backstage, is overcome with guilt and feels helpless since the security apprehends him before he can rescue Abby. In the days that follow, Bing is left with the origami penguin Abby gave him, and is equally distraught and broke. One night, while playing video games in his room, an advertisement for Abby's first movie plays, and Bing is unable to skip it without paying a few thousand merits. Unable to leave his room, he reluctantly opens his eyes and watches, filled with despair. Bing was forced to watch as his heartbroken Abby had enough and went crazy, smashing the screens until one broke. In his desperation, he noticed a glass shard on the floor, and an idea struck him. From then on, he put all his energy into collecting merits. He started brushing his teeth with a tiny amount of toothpaste, stopped buying food, and ate the leftovers of his colleagues and the fruits stuck in the vending machine. At night, he stopped playing games and instead practiced dancing, something he had never done before. In a matter of months, he managed to amass 15 million merits and bought his own golden ticket, the first step of his plan. The day of his audition for Hot Shot, he hid the glass shard and the empty compliance packet inside his clothes and headed off. Bing was the first person to arrive, but soon hundreds of people crowded the room. He didn't have to wait long, as the bouncer was ordered to find someone ethnic. When asked to cut a promotional line, Bing simply said, "I'm an entertainer." Backstage, a staff member tried to hand him a make appliance drink, but he rejected it, saying he had already had it. When Bing sneaks onto the stage, the judges are silent and ask him to get on with his performance. He does, showing off months of practice and the anger that has built up inside him with a highly energetic dance. The judges seem fascinated by his moves, but then Bing stops and takes out a glass shard, pointing it at himself and threatening to commit the unthinkable if anyone gets close to him. Wraith challenges him, but Hope and Charity order the guards to stand down and politely ask Bing what he wants. He starts ranting about the system that is controlling them, chastising the judges for only taking the beautiful and discarding the talented. He also blames the audience for being sheep, not standing up against the system. By the time he's finished, the entire audience is numb. However, they start screaming again when Hope mentions it was the most heartfelt speech he's ever heard. After months of debating and trying to find a way to spread his message, Bing finally caves into the pressure. He agrees to do a twice-weekly show on Wraith's channels in exchange for an exorbitant sum of money. Charlie watches in anticipation as the audience cheers, and Bing quickly finds success with his show. Now with the wealth he always wanted, Bing can finally enjoy the luxuries his hard-earned money can buy. He can drink orange juice every day, buy a penguin figurine, and most importantly, he can finally open the windows and view the lush greenery of the outside world. For more inspiring stories like this, subscribe to our channel and turn on notifications. Don't forget to leave a like to help the channel grow. Thank you for watching.